All right. I did not plan to talk more about Sarah Palin. I know many of you were hoping David never mentioned Sarah Palin again. Couple months ago, 1 month ago, I guess, 6 weeks ago, Sarah Palin said she would only get vaccinated over her dead body. She now has COVID, and Sarah Palin's defamation suit against the New York Times was scheduled to start this week, and it's been delayed because she has COVID. We learned that she has COVID sometime after Saturday. Saturday, she was out at a restaurant in Manhattan. We then learned she has COVID, and yesterday she was out again. Sarah Palin is out at restaurants with COVID, and there's a bunch of different elements to this. Freedom News reports that Sarah Palin is seen dining at a Manhattan restaurant while waiting for her trial to resume. This was published last night. She was seen dining and speaking with patrons at Elio's Italian restaurant in the Upper East Side of Manhattan, following her positive COVID test just 2 days prior. She is seen with her group seated in the outdoor area. She's just going out to eat, I guess, with COVID. Let's take a look at a little bit of this, and I'll describe what's going on in a moment. They got to be super careful about it because they spend all that money. It's all good. So if you're only listening today and not watching, she's in one of these kind of like indoor outdoor or outdoor indoor things. She's walking around. She's knocking on the outdoor indoor kind of tent type thing that is going on there. And she has COVID. So there's a couple of different interesting things here. One is there are vaccine requirements in Manhattan for going to restaurants indoors. And from what we know, on Saturday, she was indoors. So the first question is she lying about being unvaccinated? She's actually unvaccinated. She's actually vaccinated, claiming she's unvaccinated, but showed her vaccine thing. Or did this restaurant not actually check it, meaning they're violating the rules in New York? We don't really know. The second part, though, and the bigger part is we're talking about Saturday to Wednesday, right? So she was out to eat Saturday. She tested positive, presumably Sunday or later. She hasn't isolated for the required 5 days. She instead went out to dinner. And this is completely irresponsible in every way. There's no math that says this makes sense. She was out Saturday, so presumably she wasn't positive then. We learned she was positive Sunday. So that gets us Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You're talking about 72 hours later, and she's already back out at a restaurant. So this, we knew that we've known for a long time she's a disgusting person. We've known for a long time that she's probably a liar, and whether she's lying about the vaccination, we don't know. But she's told all sorts of other lies in the past. But she's just out with COVID in New York City and awaiting her defamation trial. Now, one other thing I do want to mention, and this is just this doesn't have anything to do with Sarah Palin. I genuinely don't know at this point. It's like it's outdoor, indoor. They've placed an indoor thing outdoors. It's all enclosed in plastic with heat, and I guess it's like slightly open. I really don't care. Like, I go to this stuff as well, but to some degree, I find it funny when it's like we've basically taken indoor dining and put it outdoors. Sometimes there's it's completely enclosed. I just don't know. I don't know what the risk level is and how it varies in these different things. I'm not doing actual indoor dining right now, as I've said many times. But sometimes I look at the outdoor ones and I'm like, I'm basically indoors. I'm outside of the restaurant, but I'm clearly indoors in some kind of enclosed thing. Who knows? But that's what's going on. Sarah Palin out with COVID, out on the town. One of our sponsors is Kamikoto, who creates elegant high-end Japanese steel kitchen knives using traditional techniques from Honshu, Japan. I'm a huge fan of Japanese kitchen knives. I've owned a bunch of different sets. None as nice as my Kamikoto knives made with real Japanese steel. Every knife comes in a beautiful heavy-duty ashwood box and a lifetime guarantee. You can get them in several different sets and combinations. Kamikoto makes it really easy to figure out which one is best for you. You can also pick up one of Kamikoto's sharpening whetstones, which are designed specially for Kamikoto knives. I've had an excellent experience using Kamikoto knives in my kitchen at home. It just feels comfortable in your hand. The mechanics of slicing with high quality Japanese knives like these feel really, really nice. And right now, Kamikoto is having a huge Valentine's Day sale. You get $50 off on top of their other offers when you go to kamikoto.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman. The link is down below.